Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Ejin, and I'm here to kind of tell you what's going on with the book so far. We're very, very close now. So this is Katsucon week. Last Friday, I met with the graphic designer to give him all my files. Well, actually, most of my files. There's still a few files to be that I need to give him. But in general, he has the layout and everything. We sat down, we looked through the book, we talked about the book. I'm going to tell you what the book's going to be all about now. So they're going to be divided into different little sections. So there's a foreword, there's an essay, then after that there is portraits, which is done like the first book, so you know, the gray background and everything. Is my hair kind of like, I got a bed head. It's all over the place. Anyway, so the first row is portraits. The second row is going to be the construction of the cosplay. So that means going to fabric stores and so forth, and then going to people's homes as they're working, making paper mache things, that kind of stuff. Then after that, there's portrait series number 2. Then after that will be convention. And this is the part where we have people getting ready for a convention as well as things that happen at the convention. Then there's portrait series number 3. Then there is the cosplay contest, and that goes on for a bit. And then after that is going to go on like what happens at night at a convention. And then the last one, there's another portrait series, number 4. And then there's a final essay, and then that's basically it. So the book comes in 288 pages, which is 16 pages more than my first book, and I really try to squeeze everything in as much as I can. I had to cut a lot of things out. My first draft was over 350 pages, and it composed of like the same idea, except I did a day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. And I realized this is making this book way too big, so I had to really start trimming and cutting a lot of stuff. So a lot of people I've said, and you might be in the book, you got trimmed. A lot of you guys, but I'll be sending an email out once the book goes to the printer. I'm going to send an email to confirm everything, because even in the part where he's putting the book together, there's still chances that things will be moved around and so forth. So here's the time schedule. The book should be done to be sent to the printer at the end of February, so let's just say March 1st. It will take 6 weeks to 8 weeks to get a book printed in China, put on a boat. The boat comes over the ocean. Boat gets offloaded into a dock, then goes through customs, then it goes on a truck and goes up to Los Angeles. Customs can take up a lot of time, and also I heard there is a labor dispute going on at the docks in Los Angeles, so that means stuff will be offloaded slower than usual. I'm hoping everything clears up by the time my book shows up in May. I really hope so. Anyway, once the books are in my hands, my first convention or my first event to go and sell the book at is actually on the East Coast, which is a big surprise because usually, like last year, the last book, I went to May. This year, if everything goes right, I'm going to Meraki, how do you pronounce this damn thing? Meraki Expo. It's in New Jersey. And I kind of want to check this out because it's an interesting concept. So, as a photographer, I know the photo studios here in Los Angeles, and I know at the cheapest rate that you can rent is $50 an hour, and the studio may not be that actually great. It can be a dinky, crappy space, but they charge $50 an hour. So if I want to shoot for 8 hours straight, 8 times 50 is $400. So basically what Meraki Expo does is they take over an entire facility, and it's multiple buildings, multiple rooms, multiple everything, and there's like courtyards and stuff. And they're basically saying, hey, cosplayers and photographers and videographers and anybody who wants to take pictures of anything model related, you can just come and use it for $20 a day. So in my brain, $400 or $20? The $20 wins. I mean, that's just too cheap. And honestly, convention spaces, it gets a little bit redundant after a while because everybody shot the same spaces over and over, and so it'd be kind of cool to go to a new location and have multiple backgrounds, or you can bring your own background and your own lights and set up your own thing as well. So they have a Kickstarter going on right now, and there's a thing in the description box right there, and I think it's May 9th, 2015. So if I get my books in time and they make their Kickstarter, I will fly out on my own dime to there, and I will have a book release party there, you know. Now, some changes from this year this year to the first book is that I won't be going to that many conventions this year because, honestly, I have more job responsibilities in my life now. I have more stuff that I have to do. So even though I have a list of like 5 or 6 conventions, there's no guarantee I'm going to show up. So I'm asking you guys, the best thing to do is to just pre-order the book. If you pre-order the book, you get a sticker, postcards, and you get one of my thumbnails. These are my thumbnails. As you can tell, I got a bunch of these. Oh, wait. Well, there's a bunch. Here, I'll show you pictures of it. So basically, this is what I used to do the book, the first book. I basically posted this on the wall, tape it on the wall, and then I put pictures next to each other like a book to figure out like if they work together. So basically, it's kind of like a giant puzzle piece. And so I have probably 1,000. I don't even know how many of these things I have. I have a bunch of these. And I was actually going to throw these away, but I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this to pre-order people. They will get like a souvenir, like a piece of the making of the first book. So I think it's pretty awesome. Anyway, the pre-order thing is in the description box too. Everything's in the description box. You can find next week's lottery tickets in the description box. Okay, that's pretty much it. Oh, Katsucon. Katsucon's this Friday. So come find me and you will get well, you have to tell me what you know about cosplay, and you will get a cosplay is for everyone stick ribbon. You don't have to be a cosplayer to get a ribbon. You can be a photographer and come up and tell me why you love cosplay, and I'll give you one too. I don't know if you guys know this, but some conventions around the country, they do a ribbon thing. It's some anime conventions, some sci-fi conventions. Like here's mine from 2014. So as you can tell, it's just ribbons and ribbons and ribbons. And they're kind of fun thing. They're totally fan driven, not driven by the convention itself. Anybody can make ribbons. You just give them out. You just do whatever you want to do to give them out. Like have them answer questions or make it into like a treasure hunt or dance a jig or something just to get a ribbon. And yeah, so I'm going to bring it over to Katsucon. That's basically it, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over the years. I can't believe I've been doing this for 5 years. Well, 7 if you count the time I started going to Expo and started shooting pictures. But I do have a meet at Katsucon at noon by the fountain on Saturday. So if you want to come and say hi, just come on by. It's just an informal meetup. I just do this stuff just to say hi to people. It's, like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to just do meetups and say hi to people, Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys at Katsucon.